Hey YouTube, my name's Nick James and I'm going to teach you how to play guitar. I've been playing guitar over 25 years and wanted to take the chance to share some of the concepts that helped me learn the guitar the best and hopefully save you a lot of time in the process. So the first two videos I made were all about your open chord shapes, and then the second video I made was all about some chord progressions that you're going to run into over and over again. And just to recap real quick, the 5 shapes that you have on the guitar are going to be the C shape, the A shape, the G shape, the E shape, and D shape. And 3 of those shapes you can actually turn into minor chords. So this A major can be turned into an A minor by moving the major third down to a minor third. Same goes for E major and D major. So once you understand those 5 shapes, which it won't take you too long, but it's really important whether you want to just play some basic guitar songs or you eventually want to learn how to improvise and solo. These shapes really are going to make or break you. So take the time to learn them and then start to understand how chord progressions are made. Usually they involve the 1, 4, and 5 chord, which in the case of G, we have G, C, and D. And you'll find that chord progression to be used pretty frequently, just a 1, 4, 5. Or sometimes you'll see a 6th chord throw in there, which is the minor chord that kind of creates just even a little bit more emotion. So a common chord progression is 1, 5, 6, 4, which would be G, D, E minor, C. And the song I played in the intro was a Green Day song, When I Come Around. Which uses that same 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression. The other one you're going to see a lot is 1, 6, 4, 5. And once you've gotten those down, you're going to start to see all the songs you want to learn are likely going to include those same chord progressions. Now they might not be in the key of G major, but you could do a couple things. You could either use a capo and you could change the key to maybe be in C major using these same shapes and having the G shape rooted on the C note to make it a C major. Or you can start to learn bar chords. And the purpose of bar chords is they can be easily shifted up and down the neck, and they only use 2 of the shapes. So the E shape and A shape are going to be easily moved across the neck by barring the whole fret with your pointer finger. So you're going to use the rest of the fingers to actually play that E shape that you learned down here. And in this case, we're going to play G major. So we're going to bar the whole 3rd fret where G, the 3rd fret on the E string, is the root. And we're just going to use that same E major shape to play G major. So that's going to use the ring finger on the A string 5th fret, pinky finger right below it on the D string 5th fret, and then on the 4th string, or the 4th fret G string, you're going to play that with your middle finger. And this is going to be hard at first, so do yourself a favor and, borrow a classical guitar, or use a guitar with nylon strings like this one, or an electric guitar. They're just going to be more forgiving. But these shapes, the E shape and also the A shape, are going to be easily shifted up and down the neck. So if this is A major, that's A sharp major, just because I moved it to A sharp on the root note. B major, C major. So what we learned in the second video is chord progressions that, are pretty common use the 1, 4, and 5 chords. So this G major, if it's acting as the 1, has the C major right below it in that A shape. And if we wanted to play D, because it's, the 5th chord or the next letter in the alphabet from C, we're just going to move up 2 frets to D and play that same shape. And then lastly, if you make it all the way up to the E note, that's the 6th in G major. So it's going to actually be a minor chord, and it's going to be E minor. So before you know it, you're not landlocked to these open chords anymore. You can actually use bar chords to play all over the neck. So if I wanted to play 1, 5, 6, 4, I could do it right here. There's a G note right here on the A string, and that's your A-shaped G major chord. The D note is right on top of it, so the 5th is actually on top here, and this will be a D, D major. So that makes this C major. So we have 1, 4, 5 in G major, all with the bar chords, and that's playing it all the way up here. So it'll start to unlock this whole fretboard for you. So for the purpose of, jamming and improvising and soloing, you're going to at least have some structure to know where your chords are up and down the neck. And that's why I would start with the bar chords, because you're going to be using these over and over